every party is trying to get momentum.
Huh,
Prashant Kishor
huh,
has been on Yatra for a while.
hmm,
It's not new. I
hmm,
think he has been on Yatra for more than 3 years now.
hmm.
With some interaction, he has been traveling and traveling. Tejashwi just concluded one yatra with Rahul Gandhi that was called Voter Adhikar Yatra that started from Rohtas district and just culminated in Patna
Hmm.
on the first of this month. And then since there were too many Congress flags, I think Tejaswi somehow wanted to assert his supremacy as the leading alliance partner. He has been asking if you are not talking about Ghuspetia. You could not show even one case of one instance of Ghuspetia in Bihar, and now you are trying to polarize it. Rohini Acharya is the second of seven daughters of Lalu Prasad and Rabdi Devi. So there are I always joke there is just in Delhi we have two ring roads, outer ring road and inner ring road. Are the main ring road. The moment Nitish Kumar's party crosses 55, his health would not matter. He would be again chief minister.
Tej Pratap Yadav, also accused that Tejasvi can't dance.
Or just to add it further, Prashant Kishor say
Huh.
he can't even dance.
As Bihar is getting ready to, welcome its first SIR rolls, which is going to be rolled out on September 30th, all officers have been asked to make all arrangements. I'm joined by my fellow colleague from Patna, Santosh Singh, who has been covering Bihar for us for Indian Express. Santosh ji, thank you so much. हमारे से बात करने के लिए. First things, that I would like to ask you is, अभी बिहार में चल क्या रहा है? What's happening in Bihar?
Lot of things are happening, Neeta ji. So
Hmm.
many things are happening. We have SIR special intensive division is just about to be completed. They have to election commission has to publish the electoral roll on the 30th. That is one. And we are having a meeting of Congress Working Committee after 85 years.
In
That is
Patna.
historic
Hmm.
in Patna. In
Hmm.
Bihar is hosting CWC for the first time in
Hmm.
85 years.
Hmm.
Post independence, we didn't have any meeting.
Hmm.
And third thing, from tomorrow for a 4 day lit fest, international lit fest being organized by Government of India and Sahitya Academy. 550 scholars from literatures from across the world, to be precise, from 16 countries are attending 4 day fest. Three big things happening all at a time.
All at time. So, what about the political arithmetic? What is happening? Abhi, Tejasvi also did a second leg of that voter Adhikar Yatra, apart from what he did with Rahul Gandhi. And Mr. Prashant Kishor is also on his Yatra. So, which Yatra is getting maximum traction?
Good question to ask. Prashant Kishor
Huh.
has been on Yatra for a while.
Hmm.
It's not new. I
Hmm.
think he has been on Yatra for more than 3 years now.
Hmm.
With some interaction, he has been traveling and traveling. Tejaswi just concluded one yatra with Rahul Gandhi that was called Voter Adhikar Yatra that started from Rohtas district and just culminated in Patna
Hmm.
on the first of this month. And then since there were too many Congress flags, I think Tejaswi somehow wanted to assert his supremacy as the leading alliance partner. So he went on a short 5 day yatra. And we also covered yatra from the ground. He got good traction. It's very difficult to say which social combination was prominent in the yatra. You can get the underlying message. Of course, his core constituency was there. So, of course, he got good traction. He was talking about education, migration. He was distributing pens, rather throwing pens among the crowd. So overall, every party is trying to get momentum, and NDA too. We just have two big rally. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a big rally in Purnia. He inaugurated Purnia Airport as well. And then Amit Shah also came. He held meeting of 20 districts in Sahabad region in Dehri on Son is a place in Rohtak. Because Sahabad, comprising Rohtas, Buxar, Bhojpur, a weak region in Lok Sabha, even in Assembly, that's a weak region for NDA. So they want to, do their homework better this time.
Hmm.
So a lot of things happening and post Dasara. I think a lot more would happen. There would be, seat sharing arrangements. So it is all, everything is precursor to the seat sharing arrangement and the election commission announcing the model code of conduct.
What is this controversy about this Rohini Singh that she, unfollowed her brother and father?
Rohini Acharya,
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
correcting you. Rohini Acharya. Rohini Acharya is the second of, seven daughters of Lalu Prasad and Rabri Devi, both former chief ministers. And she contested Saran Lok Sabha election from Saran again, unsuccessfully against BJP Rajiv Pratap Rudy. It was a very, very close fight. So she is a political stakeholder in the family. Of course, Tejashwi Prasad Yadav is now the supreme leader of the party. So that Lalu Prasad is, of course, the supreme of the party, but he is no longer active in electoral politics. So that way, Tejashwi is the supreme leader of the party. So there are, I always joke there, see, just in Delhi, we have two ring roads, outer ring road and inner ring road, are the main ring roads. In the RJD circle of power, in the inner circle of ring road, they always Tejaswi. In outer circle of ring road, you can have Misa Bharti, Rohini Acharya. She wanted to be a sort of stakeholder in politics. She wanted to give some advice. But since there was so much, allegedly, there was, let me say, allegedly, reportedly, so much influence of Tejaswi's political advisor and Rajya Sabha MP, Sanjay Yadav, that I think she didn't directly attack on him, but nowadays you say everything on social media. You post anything on X, it goes viral. Even the family gets to know, okay, you are angry, you are upset. Only after she posted. So she just registered her resentment against the party and the family about overindulgence of a man coming from who has come from Haryana. Of course, he has been assisting Tejaswi for a while now, for 13 years now. But that doesn't mean that he's superhero. It was all triggered by him taking the front seat of the bus,
Mm.
which a supporter said it is always meant for the the main leader of the party. It was meant either for Lalu Prasad or for Tejaswi Yadav. Even they are absent.
Mm.
Nobody is allowed to. Nobody is supposed to sit there. But casually, it was a casual gesture. But they got the opportunity. I think this controversy will stay for a while because just a few months back, Tejaswi's elder brother Tej Pratap Yadav,
Mm.
former health minister, he was suspended, rather expelled from the party for 6 years. Now he has floated his own party. So, sort of, you can say there are two rebels within the family. That's not a happy sign for RJD.
Mm.
Yes, Neeta.
Tej Pratap Yadav, also accused that Tejaswi can't dance.
Or just to add it further, Prashant Kishor say
Huh.
he can't even dance.
He can't even dance.
Not to talk of not to talk of ruling Bihar or thinking of ruling Bihar.
Hmm.
He can't even dance.
Hmm. Even Tej Pratap apparently had accused his, brother that he can't even dance, and he has been, just taking up issues which don't matter to Bihar. So, what is the
Yes,
ganit? What is the
and
ganit between the two brothers?
I think they have fallen out. Now,
Hmm.
I think as the time progresses, Tej Pratap Yadav is going ballistic. Only I think day before yesterday he said the pen and dawat, ink pot, they are supposed to be worshipped.
Hmm.
Pen is not supposed to be thrown. You
Hmm.
are throwing pen on the crowd. That's not a good thing to happen.
Hmm.
So he has, of course, he would contest from Maua assembly segment in Vaisali. The seat he represented in 2015 and 2020 he has switched over to Hasanpur, another constituency. But this time he's already announced that he would contest from Mahua. So I think he has already turned a rebel. So all these factors will do some damage, of course. And so, what if say JD or BJP,
Hmm.
kills him from Mahua?
Hmm.
Then that would make the battle even more interesting.
Absolutely. We read your interview also of Prashant Kishor. He made some valid points. He said that, as far as Bihar is concerned, the Bihar campaign should center around what is happening in Bihar. So, what else was the, core issues or the core points which Mr. Prashant Kishor touched in your interview?
He was talking about Bihar. He said, "What is the main problems of Bihar?" He said it's migration, it's unemployment, it's lack of quality education, or also lack of good health services.
Hmm.
These are the 4 or 5 points which is very crystal clear. He has been talking about it, and he has been also telling minority that आप मुस्लिम से डर कर कब तक बीजेपी से डर कर कब तक वोट करेंगे तो
Hmm.
you vote for your children. He is appealing people to vote in the name of their children just because you are voting against somebody.
Hmm.
That should not be the case of voting. You
Hmm.
make your preferences choice wisely, use your discretion. He said, whether it is Rahul Gandhi, if you are talking about vote chori, if there is something wrong with the electoral system, go and just hold a dharna before election commission office in Delhi, and you घेराव parliament over, Ghuspetia and all kind of things. And he also asked a very pertinent question to Amit Shah. You first accept that there has been infiltration under your tenure as Home Minister, then we will have discussion on Ghuspetia.
Hmm.
He has been asking, you are not talking about Ghuspetia. You could not show even one case of one instance of Ghuspetia in Bihar, and now you are trying to polarize the election. The entire exercise, SIR exercise, paid no dividends, absolutely nothing. Only gain of this exercise, unnecessary flab was cut of the migrant, the permanently migrant people from Bihar.
Hmm.
That's a good thing to happen. Other than that, they are not able to identify even a single infiltrator, even from the bordering areas, bordering Bengal, the Simanchal district, it comprises 4 districts, Kishanganj, Araria, Katia, and Purnia. So not a single case of infiltration so far. So he has been talking since. Now the million-dollar question is whether people will vote for him. Everybody
Hmm.
likes it, whatever he's saying. So see, he was upset with my one question. When there is an election, every party sits with the caste table. Okay?
Hmm.
They do the social arithmetic and accordingly they fill the candidate. So then he thought, well, it is you media. But no, not it is we media. It is you politicians who talk about talk about caste, especially during elections, especially during fielding candidates. Then he said, it's a caste within structure. If Narendra Modi won the election, his fellow caste doesn't exist in Bihar. Nitish Kumar's caste is only 2.9%. How did he win the election? He was talking about sometimes some events, some person become phenomenon. He is he didn't say in those many words, but somehow he considered himself a phenomenon.
But as far you've been covering all of them for so long. As far as the popularity chart is concerned, which leader is topping it? Chirag Paswan is also there. Prashant Kishor is there. Tejashwi is there. Rahul Gandhi, is there, but obviously he's not contesting election. But for Congress, he's the face.
See, there could be two surveys, the alliance survey and the popularity chart.
Hmm.
If you talk of the popularity chart, of course, hands down, Tejashwi is getting, more votes in all those previous polls. Then, of course, there is Chirag Paswan, Prashant Kishor, everywhere. See, Nitish Kumar is, of course, fast walking into sunset of his life. He's 74, he's not in best of his health. But his biggest capital is what he has done in last 20 years, especially on account of women empowerment in terms of infrastructure rebuilding. So I only today this morning I was talking to just a common people with just I
Hmm.
was
Hmm.
going to
Hmm.
a flower mill. He said, कुछ भी बोलिए काम तो नीतीश जी किए हैं. तो ये लाइन जो दिस इज अ पेट लाइन अक्रॉस वो ये जो जाता है कि वोट तो इन्हीं को देंगे. So they are not seeing the which particular candidate is popular or not. They are talking about the state of government. They still believe. I would say it's of course close fight, but with advantage to certain advantage to NDA. It is
Indeed.
I think 52, 52, 48 battle, but in favor of NDA and with all the doles, 125 megawatt of electricity, and then the tripling, almost trebling the social security person from 400 to 1100, and now 10,000 rupees to the prospective woman entrepreneur. All these duels, worth about 40,000 crore. You just imagine we have a just annual revenue, state revenue of only 56,000 crore. You are almost distributing, you are attaching electoral value to your entire earning for the sake of election. So that apart, but that goes to consolidate, or if not consolidate, retain the vote base. That is the big challenge. Of course, they are fighting 4 times of incumbency. That would be always there. But it's very interesting battle with Prashant Kishor in the fray. It
Hmm.
is a very interesting and absorbent battle. As a student of politics, even I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, very good, very good. And another thing, as far as RJD is concerned, they always have this thappa on them that if their party comes, Jungle Raj वापस आ जाएगा. So, do you think people do still remember Jungle Raj? And what about this voter Adhikar Yatra? How much of traction did that yatra have? Because Congress has been claiming that they have changed the narrative of Bihar as far as these elections are concerned.
They have not changed the narrative. I would say there has been a certain attempt to revive the Congress.
Hmm.
People had forgotten what Congress looks like.
Hmm.
Now people know कि okay, अच्छा हाथ छाप बला.
Hmm.
फिर से झंडा वो दिख गया. Now they are talking about, we could see their flags. Their flags dominated the. Of course, Rahul Gandhi was leading it. Of course, Congress flags had to be there. So somehow they have rekindled hope of Congress in Bihar. Almost it's not a force in Bihar, not at all, not to force the reckon with. But when they come with parties like RJD, then other parties now CPI, ML as well now Bikasil Insan Party of Mukesh Pali, there could be good conversion of vote. So I would not say they have changed the narrative, but they have certainly revived their cadre. They have just rekindled their cadre, motivated their cadre, energized their cadre. That much they have done. And second thing, you asked about Jungle Raj. Okay, one generation is past, complete. Now that you talk about the Gangis born after 2000, so they have come, but they are the hearing the stories like folklore. कि क्या हुआ करता था कि there
Hmm.
used to be massacre after massacre between 90s and 2000, so many massacre, बारह मैसेकर सेनारी मैसेकर लखनपुर बाथे मैसेकर so many मैसेकर मतलब some 325 people policemen civilians and policemen were killed in some over two dozen massacres between that period, and plus the lawlessness. So that image, see what I say ki what is asset of Tejashwi is also his liability.
Hmm.
The his father is his asset, but his legacy,
Is the
he,
liability.
he's poorly. That is the liability. He is fighting both. That's why I often say, if Tejasvi has emerged as a leader, but not as a party. That is his problem.
Hmm.
He has not come with any narrative, new narrative in this election, unlike the last time when he talked about the 10 lakh jobs.
Coming to Mr. Nitish Kumar, he might be, as reports are there, that he's not all that well also. So he might be very popular. He might have given a good governance to Bihar. But do you think that even if NDA comes back to power, he would be the chief minister's face, considering his health? Or if he's not, and who's the other option in front of NDA? Give us two names.
Yeah, numbers would decide.
Hmm.
Number one.
Hmm.
See, suppose BJP and JDU contest 100 seats each.
Hmm.
Yeah, Bihar has 243 seats. We suppose that will be it will somewhere learn. So optimistically say if BJP wins say 70 seats,
Hmm.
to get a majority of 122, you want JDU to win 50 plus, more than 50, 55. The moment Nitish Kumar's party crosses 55, his health would not matter. He would be again chief minister.
Hmm.
And the second case based scenario, there could be BJP chief minister after some time. If he's not keeping well, then who knows? His son Nityanand Kumar could be deputy chief minister.
The
There
Nitish
could be
Kumar.
the reverse. Now BJP has two deputy chief minister.
Hmm.
Who knows? BDU could have two deputy chief minister after election. Uh, I think immediately nothing is going to happen. If he gets JDU gets 55 seats, Nitish Kumar would be back in the saddle. But he's not in the best of his health. He's not able to go out. If he gets bedridden, then they have to think of something.
Just
So
in case, if BJP has the bhari palada and JDU is not all that strong. So among BJP, who's the strongest contender?
ये भारी पड़ रहा तो अभी भी है।
हाँ, नहीं अगर
आप
और
दे
ज्यादा हो
है,
जाए।
और ज्यादा कहाँ से होगा? अभी उनको ऑप्टिमिस्टिकली दे आर सम 83 84 आउट ऑफ 100 में, तो
हम्म
बहुत ज्यादा नंबर है, तो दे
हम्म
आर नॉट गोइंग टू रिपीट व्हाट दे हैव, दे आर नॉट
हम्म
गोइंग टू रिटेन इट।
हम्म
दे, बट आई थिंक नॉट मोर देन 70 75, दैट वो नहीं होगा। See, there are so many names now, but BJP always surprises you, you know.
yes.
But if you say, कि of course, Deputy Chief Minister Samrat Chaudhary is the official number two. So by that logic, if Samrat Chaudhary, but BJP doesn't work the way we think. He works differently, out of the box. Who had thought of Mohan Yadav, Bhajan Lal Sharma?
दिल्ली से
I'm
कोई नहीं
afraid
आएगा?
we heard.
No, no, no one from Delhi. People have been aspiring from Delhi also to go back to Bihar.
Delhi में one name, that is Nityanand Rai.
Yes.
Nityanand Rai could be one name.
Hmm.
He's very close to Amit Shah.
Hmm.
But who know? Okay, it all depends. You know, if it's a thin majority,
Hmm.
then I would say a strong leader, maybe then Samrat Chaudhary.
Hmm.
And if you know, if the combination got to say 150, a very comfortable majority, then there would be experiment. Even I would not have met and heard the name, और वो अचानक आ जाएगा, बन जाएगा somewhere, कहीं से छोटा सा जीता हुआ कोई दलित होगा, एबीसी होगा, some kind of yes man type. So ये होगा, but I would say कि अभी immediately nothing, अभी कुछ नहीं होने जाने वाला है।
You spoke about
वो
Samrat
अभी,
Chaudhary. You spoke about Samrat
yeah.
Chaudhary. Recent statement regarding Nepal. He said कि अगर उसको अपने पास कर लेते तो ये स्थिति ही नहीं होती. So how is that being seen in among the BJP circles? Because you know the government has been saying that don't raise this Hindu Rashtravad ka boogie as of now. So what is the thinking in the government regarding his statement?
Uh, uh, so far nobody has reacted. I
Hmm.
don't think, see, when there is an election, when the supreme leader is talking about the Guspaitia,
Yeah.
there is an obvious bit of polarization.
Hmm.
So of course they have got the message. Okay, let's do that. So all these things would happen as we get close to election. These things would happen. And see, Bihar has many layers.
Hmm.
You can't polarize the entire state. Simanchal, wherever there is population of 30% Muslims, more than 30% Muslim, there would be polarized. Natural polarized. That is how the Bihar election has behaved in say last 40, 50 years.
Hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Yes,
Interesting, very
Neeta.
interesting. Last सवाल sir, we were reading in many papers that जहाँ जहाँ voter अधिकार यात्रा was going, the district administration was cutting the electricity. Is it correct?
पता नहीं, we don't have information.
हाँ,
But when you are in power,
hmm,
you can have your ways to disrupt things. I
हाँ,
don't think these little things they would do, and they would gain much from it. Rather, it would make news at the expense of their popularity.
hmm.
So I don't think it could be a stray case. I don't have any proof, so I can say conclusively that it happened. It could be coincidence, grid failure, some problem with the grid.
And what
But
about the,
overall,
yes, yes, please complete.
overall,
Hmm.
no, no, no. मतलब, overall, this the voter adhikar yatra got very good response.
Hmm. And lastly, when you know when these rallies are being organized, kiski rally mein you know like there is khacha khach bheed apart from Tejashwi. Obviously, Tejashwi is the crowd puller. As far as Mr. Amit Shah is concerned or Chirag Paswan is concerned, whose rallies gain much traction?
I think these days two rallies, I would say Prashant Kishor rally also get very good crowd.
Hmm.
Even he holds a public meeting at a small place. At a small place, if you crowd get of 8,000, 10,000 crowd, that's a very good crowd. See, Tejasvi's crowd, when you organize something, then there has been lot of preparation. The entire cadre, entire leaders down to panchayat levels, so they are asked together. They are so चलो न पटना चलते हैं, पूरी जलेबी मिलेगा, पटना घूम के आते हैं।
खाने को
खाने को मिले, खाने, तो ऐसा नहीं है, एंड द सेम सेट ऑफ पीपुल गो टू ऑल रैलीज।
प्रसाद मिलता है भाई.
हाँ,
हाँ.
भाई, I have no proof. Even I have heard that they also get money.
Hmm.
I cannot. on this from this forum I cannot say कि
Hmm.
मैंने देखा है, but I
Hmm.
have allegedly heard कि they
Political
also
parties
get paid.
allege that these people have been, they have been given money. The Congress says for BJP,
It's
BJP.
but
Hmm.
that said, jokes apart, Tejashwi's rally is very vibrant. A yatra, and nearly a stampede-like situation. Well, I was on the side of the road. All of a sudden, Tejaswi's bus came, and the crowd pushed me. I, I always make it a point that I should stand. There should be a second lane. So I was pushed to the second lane. Okay, I just took a safe a place. From report, I'm not. I don't have to take pictures. My cameraman there. He was also there. So it's a very vibrant rally and it's very aggressive rally.
What about
But
Shah Saab?
that is
Shah Saab की rally? Shah Saab, Abhin Shah की.
साथ साथ की रैली भी ओके ओके होता है. इट्स नॉट ग्रेट. मतलब आई
Hmm.
वुड नॉट से कि बीजेपी का स्ट्रॉन्ग कार्डर है. ऑफ कोर्स दे गेट क्राउड. बट नो जी इंटरेक्शन वही है टिपिकल स्टाइल. क्या हो गया है सारण के लोगों को, ऐसी ताली बजाइए दिल्ली तक पहुंचे.
Hmm.
And he repeats it in, he says that without failure in each and every rally. So we remember half of their speeches कि भाई क्या बोलने वाले हैं, what they are going to say next.
Hmm. So घुसपैठिया is
So
getting घुसपैठिया word जो है is being discussed. Or another thing ये जो which was Prime Minister's mother was abused. Do you think that is becoming a issue or is it just a non-issue for Bihar Janata?
it's a floating issue, temporary thing. I don't, this can't be the deciders of the election, or even the Ghuspetia would not work. Maybe for certain regions where there is already a polarized situation, maybe in Simanchal, maybe in places like Darbhanga and Madhubani and some Nalanda, where there is sizable Muslim population. Not everywhere. So
Hmm.
now they have seen that this SIR process is fallen flat, so they have to come out with something.
Hmm.
So I don't think it's working. And Amit Shah is not a great speaker. So by speaking, of course, Tejaswi is also not a great speaker, but his cadre is good. Kanhaiya Kumar is a terrific speaker.
Hmm.
Whenever I also attended his yatra, he gets very good crowd. He speaks very well, class orator.
लेकिन वोट
Of
में
course, the
तब्दील
prime
नहीं
minister.
होता है क्राउड. दैट इज बीइंग सेड दैट वोट में तब्दील.
हाँ वो तो मेरा भ्रम उसी समय दूर हो गया. In 2015 I was in Bhagalpur, my hometown, from where I study. There are from about 4 to 5 lakh crowd in Mr. Modi's rally. It was the fifth phase of election in 2015. My God, the spontaneous crowd. You cannot say it was a driven crowd. It was spontaneous crowd. And BJP, or rather NDA, lost all the 9 seats of the region, including Bhagalpur. So you cannot make anything of the crowd. The crowd is not the measure of your support base.
Thank you.